Just us. Just us.
After a string of losses, we've been treated to multiple wins, including something that we haven't done in a really long time, which is blowing out another team. The Warriors won against the Chicago Bulls. The final score was
123-91. If you do the math, the Warriors won by 32 points. Hasn't been
And
done in a while.
Is this the second or third team in a row that they've kept under 100 points?
The third team this season
That's
that
impressive.
was limited to less than 100 points, so really shows the good defensive effort.
Yep. Began with the same starting lineup as yesterday, minus Kuminga, who did not play not even a second. He didn't play a single second.
He was benched.
Pat Spencer, Buddy Hield, Will Richard, Jimmy Butler, and Quinton Post were the starting lineup, and it worked. It didn't, unlike the previous game, where we scored 10 points in an entire quarter. We were off to the races immediately and never conceded the lead at any point, which was refreshing to see. It's probably the least stressful game I've watched in quite a long time.
The third quarter did get a bit dicey.
Yeah, there were some shifts in momentum.
The Bulls cut it to within 11 points.
Then Jimmy Butler came in and was
then
like, all right,
Jimmy
that's
took
enough
over.
of this.
Jimmy took over. So Jimmy did not play last night. He was resting on the front end of a back-to-back. He played tonight and was incredible.
It feels like I don't think he was in optimum condition to play, but it feels like he stood up and was like, no, I'm going to play this one because we need this one. And it's probably because when he was back on the bench, we were noticing that he was still wincing a little bit, which leads me to believe he, one, probably wanted to lock this one down, and two, wanted to take it to his former team a little bit as well, which is interesting.
Exactly. So one of my favorite parts of the game, the hot start, we scored more than 12 points in the quarter because if you guys have been listening to our episodes, the last two games, we only scored 12 points in the first quarter, and then the game before that was only 10 points in the first quarter. So really slow starts, but today the Warriors actually did really well in the first. They had 8 threes and 38 points total. Outscored the Bulls in every quarter. This game except the third quarter, which I just mentioned, which was a bit dicey, but really had a strong finish in the fourth quarter.
For sure. Leading scorer came from the bench, young Brandon Pajemski.
He did a good job today.
He is slowly crawling his way out of the hole he's been digging himself into. I think it was, I'm not going to say I knew it was going to happen because I did not know. I hoped that it would happen because this happened to him previous season as well. Where he starts and he's really, really iffy for annoyingly long, but then it starts to come back to him, and that's when he becomes good again. And I think prior to yesterday's game, Steve Kerr mentioned that he gets in trouble when he dribbles a lot. In this game, he was dribbling much less because he just took a beat every time he got the ball and looked around and then passed it when he needed to, which was much better play from him.
And I think one of the ways in which he was able to do that is he shared the point guard position with D'Anthony Melton pretty well. So they both played. I think it was in the second quarter where I mentioned to you, I like both of them in the guard position, kind of helping each other. And I thought it worked out pretty well. So Pods was not the primary ball handler in all plays.
Yeah. Pod scored 21 points in total, which is the leading scorer. And then behind him, Quinton Post and Jimmy Butler both had 19. QP was playing exceptionally well. His defense has come along a long, long way. Even since the start of this season, he seems like a player that now wants to play defense instead of, just is there and because he's tall is putting his hands in the way. So he played really good defense and also hit a bunch of threes as well, which was great.
Yeah, he was 5 of 10 from 3. I felt like he had such confidence to take that shot. He pretty much took every open shot that he had, and he was uncontested for, feels like, a lot of those shots.
For sure.
I really liked that the Warriors ended up shooting 47% from 3. I wish they could do that in every game because I think we would win.
Yeah,
a lot more.
Yeah, of course. That would be ideal if we could get some of that.
I haven't seen a game like this in a while where I'm like, that shot's going to go in, that's going to go in. Usually
Yeah,
I'm like, oh, that's going to be short or that's off or like this and that.
yeah. It was
Um,
one of the first games that I think, previously I talked about how I don't feel confident in them yet. I still don't feel confident in the team long term, but in this, a microcosm of it, once the game started and they started to, hit their shots and get a flow going to it, I felt way more confident about what was going to happen. I wasn't worried at any point.
yeah, and I think that's the thing is they are able to establish a flow. In the
Yeah.
last 3 or 4 games, there have been these good stretches and spurts, but today was the first game where they've done it for all 4 quarters.
Yeah,
Very
exactly.
consistently. The Bulls never had a lead in this game.
No, and they were really, really stifling the balls when they were trying to get to the rim, and it was all round fantastic play from everyone. This I'm interested to see what happens to the starting lineup once Steph is back, Draymond's back, and the main stars are back. So I really like the starting lineup currently. Pat Spencer's a fantastic addition to it.
Yeah, let's talk about Pat for maybe a minute.
Yeah, I
How
mean,
did he do today?
he's still that
He's still that
mother effer.
mother brother. Yeah.
Mother father. He did great. More turnovers than he previously has. I think I've never seen him do this many turnovers. It was like 4, something like that. But it wasn't like stupid turnovers. It was maybe 1 or 2 of them were stupid, but there were some like he was in the thick of traffic and it slipped out of his hand or it got like jolted out of his hand. Regardless, he still played really, really well. Not as many 3-point shots. Did he score any 3-pointers?
He did not. He didn't even attempt one, but he was 6 of 10. A lot of his shots came in the key.
Yes.
He basically picked up missed shots, really went for those second chance points. And despite having 4 turnovers in the game, he still had the second highest plus minus plus 30
Yeah.
in the game, right behind Will Richard, who was plus 36.
I love that last 2 games, the things that have helped him rise above have been his 3-point shots. In this game, it looks like he assessed what was going on and realized he doesn't need to take these 3-point shots and focus his effort on being in the key and around the basket to get those buckets. And that's exactly what he did. He was driving when he was handling the ball a little bit as well. He was just driving from halfway point. He'd bring the ball up, see a gap or a lane available to him, and just drive to the basket and put it in.
He makes the smart move. When he's not open, he passes it. When he's open, he just goes and creates the shot. He goes in and, as you said, open lane, he'll take that layup.
He plays like Steve Kerr wants the whole team to play. The whole like Warriors system. Yeah, small ball, keep passing, keep the ball on the move, let it find the right person, as he says. And it seems to be he works in this system better than anyone realized he did, which is great news for the Warriors. I'm sure that they're scrambling now to try and figure out a way to get him a place on the team, likely. DeAnthony Melton, what a guy. He showed up and he scored 13 points in 17 minutes, but his defensive play was incredible. There were multiple times where there was one interception that I don't even know how it happened. Like, he looked like he teleported. The ball looked like it teleported, sorry. Like, it was going and then it was in his hands and he was moving all across the court.
And
he's
like,
what the hell?
So he's 6'2", listed as 6'2".
Mm-hmm.
For context, Steph Curry's 6'3". So he's an inch shorter than Steph Curry. But I'd like to look this up after we record, but I think his wingspan is significantly like more than that.
Yeah. I mean, like,
he gets deflections just like all the time.
Yeah. And he was getting the rebounds a bunch, and he hit a bunch of threes as well. He started off a bit cold. He took like 2 or 3 and then just wasn't able to sink those, but carried on. And eventually started making them. How many did he score in total?
Melton he was 3 of 7 from 3.
Nice.
It's pretty good.
His wingspan is apparently 6 feet, according to this. But
that doesn't make sense. Because we know that it's taller than 6'2".
6'8", 6. Yeah, this doesn't seem right. Someone on the Warriors subreddit is talking
We will
lives.
follow up and we
Yeah.
will make sure everyone who's listening knows what D'Anthony Melton's wingspan is.
It also says here 6'8", so
That
almost
sounds
7
more.
foot.
That
Yeah,
sounds
that
right.
feels closer.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it's good for the Warriors, and it's really I think it's really fortuitous that he played for us, learned the system, got good at it, injured himself, which was not great, but then didn't play for anyone else. Right? He didn't hit the court, so in his mind, the last system that he had to play with was the Warriors one, which I think is why he slot back in so easily. He just that was still in the back of his mind, just pulled it up and carried on where he left off, which was a delight.
Yeah.
Guy Santos, again, played excellent. He's always in the right place at the right time, most of the time anyway. Rebounding, he he's also a lob threat now apparently. Like I think it was Pods that lobbed it to him, and he just dunked it.
It looked like a TJD lob.
I thought it was
dunk.
TJD.
Yeah,
And
you
then
did
I
think it
looked
was
and I was like,
TJD.
wait a second, that's Guy Santos.
That's the one with curly hair.
Yeah,
They can't be pods.
3 Santos.
Yeah, we love Guy Santos. Lots
Yeah.
of energy and effort. I think the good thing is that the Warriors are not going to play until Friday, and it's a home
4
game.
solid days.
So
off.
4 days of rest. They'll have the opportunity to get Steph reintroduced back into the game. Draymond Green, Jimmy will get healthy. Hopefully Al Horford will get healthier. Not sure on that.
Mhm.
But I think the next 4 days are going to be really a good opportunity to get the team back together. I'm a little worried because the momentum has been so good with
Yeah.
the non-core players the past few games that I wonder what it's going to be like
Yeah.
on Friday. And on Friday, the Warriors are playing the Timberwolves. So a team
Yeah.
that
We lost to them in the playoffs.
We've struggled against.
They have Anticlaus.
Anticlaus. If you I feel like I've watched that commercial so
I
many times
hear
that
so
that
much.
jingle is stuck in my head right
Yeah.
now.
If you don't know, there's a Sprite commercial in which Santa injures his ankle and Anthony Edwards jumps in to take over his job, and it's just like they spam that advert non-stop.
Yeah, Mary Sprite Myths to all.
Mary Sprite must
To all, and to all, great
Anthony
Sprite.
Day. Yeah, something he says something like
It's
that. but
something so
he says
dumb.
it with that same like absence of any tone.
He has no energy in his voice.
No, not at all.
But anyway,
But yeah, Moody was also great today. Boobies and Butthole. Boobies, we won convincingly, commandingly. And then my other boobie is Pods is starting to become Pods again, which is really, really encouraging. And then my Butthole is probably, I can't think. Can I think of a butthole? Damn.
wow, you don't have one.
I do have one, but actually, yeah, I'm a little worried about, not worried, but like I'm still slight concerned about Jimmy. His whole like when he was wincing, he played so hard though. So if he was still like in danger zone, I don't think he would be going that dumb hard. So it's just a little concern I have.
Got it. For me, the butthole was the turnovers still. Warriors ended up with 15 turnovers against another team, that's not the Bulls. Like that could have been the difference between a win and a loss. So we have to limit those. I'd like to see the next game for them to keep it under 10 turnovers. In terms of boobies, the one pass that I really, really, really liked was in the second quarter when Moody went behind the back and passed it to Guy Santos in the lane for an easy layup.
That was nice.
A no-look behind the back pass is just so good. It's going to be on the highlight reel. That was my play of the game.
Yeah.
And then player of the game, I think for me goes to, I know it should probably be Pods, but I'm going to go with Quinton Post because I felt like he was the most consistent throughout the game.
I would have thought Jimmy. Jimmy's probably the player of the game for me.
Okay.
Because he was
Fair
the one
enough.
who like controlled the game in a way. But yeah, I mean, there was also a couple of instances where Jimmy was himmy and he like looked another player directly in the eyes and then shot a 3 over him.
Yeah,
and was
fourth
like,
quarter
"I'm
Jimmy.
Jimmy Butler.
Yeah. But yeah, all around, great win. The Warriors will get rest until Friday, which is exciting, which means we will also be resting
Oh yeah.
for a few days.
I'm off to LA.
Yeah, Tam's off to LA for a work trip, so you won't miss any games while you're gone, which is
Thank
good.
God.
But we do have a larger episode coming out, our three-pointer, as we call them.
Yeah.
These episodes are our jump shots, and we will be sharing some experiences that we've had very soon. and
Yeah,
it's going to be
so
great.
that should be up in the next couple of days. I'm gonna have to edit it while I'm in LA probably, but we'll see how that goes.
Yeah. So we will catch you soon. Thanks for tuning in. Just Us on 3. 1, 2, 3.
Just
Just
us.
us.